Hello, ladies. Welcome back to Melody Made Wild Wednesday. We will be working with the jelly plate as I tend to do on Wednesdays. I've already been playing around with magazine transfers. I am not great at it, but it's going to be the same as with everything that we do with the jelly plate. It's a learning process. This one's probably the best one. This one was the first pull. This was the second pull. Um, It's been fascinating. I tried using some color. I liked the way the color popped with the black. So that's an idea too. Now what I'm going to do is, and here's the magazine pages once they were used. I think they're fascinating collage material just like that. Nice and thin, easy to glue down. And there's that one. That one's not as interesting unless you're in person. So what I want to do, and that what I was doing with that is I was putting down black archival ink and then paint on top of it. But I'm going to pull this up because this is interesting. Do you see the holes here? There's the different colors. There's the black in there, and there may still be some texture. You just never know. So what I want to do is I'm thinking I'm going to pull this up with a ivory, antique white. Antique white. And set that there so that I can see what's going on when I need to. Okay, let's just get this all on here. Probably get 2 prints out of this because this is a lot of paint. But either way, they will be interesting, right? We could put some texture in there too, couldn't we? Because this is our show and we can do whatever we want. Now, remember, I have this new thing that I got from the Dollar Tree. That is really fun. I'm just going to poke it down there without getting too many like sharp corners. How's that? And then that's what it looks like afterwards. Sometimes I'll push that down onto something else. So I am going to need a large piece of paper. This piece is kind of bent up, but it's okay because I'm just cleaning the plate. I'm just trying to get it to where I can start fresh. Look at all that color in my brayer. There is a lot of teal and black, a little bit of yellow, the antique white. Let's tear all this off of my book. All right. Let's see what we got. Ooh. You can see a little bit of her face in the background. That's interesting. Different collaging material, probably. Now I've got a lot of this, so I'm going to put clear over the top and then pull that up and see what that looks like. Let's see if we can get this covered and not too much, because when you get too much, it doesn't pull it up. If you don't get enough, it doesn't pull it up. It's kind of a balancing act, ladies. Just a kind of fun, kind of not fun balancing act, right? Let's do envelopes because we never know what we'll get. Oops. So again, this is just cleaning off the plate to get ready for another round. Didn't get it all up, but we got some. Probably just collage paper, which I'm going to start fussing around with and showing you guys what we can do with that. But here's some color. There's just a little bit on there. A good start. We can layer up as we go, right? So let's just leave all that there because it's not coming up right away. Might be because of the black ink, huh? So let's do something else for a little while. What I've done over here on the side is trim and get ready a bunch of recycling. I have boxes, the edges of boxes for tags, boxes for journals, and I have various sizes here, 3 different sizes. I have the cereal box that I cut in half, right? So it is, I think, 6.5 by whatever. This is a cracker box. This is a really good one. What I do with these is I cut this in half and then overlap it and put the spine there. I have a lot of those ready. Another one of the cereal box, bunch of tags, and then I think there's at least 2 of these ones, which I will I jelly plate this side, and then this side can be layered over or painted or done anything. Hi, Mel. You still don't have a jelly plate, girl? Jelly plating is so much fun. So much fun. So let's get crazy here. We know there's a little bit of gunk back there, but we can start by getting some more gunk on there, right? So let's put this down. And let's spray with some Dylusions. This looks really good going through that stencil. I was using it last Friday with my boho journal. Got to shake it up really well because there is shimmer in there. And we need to put paper up because I spray and make a big old mess. In fact, one of my sessions, Melissa was here, and she was saying, "Oh my gosh, I got my desk dirty." It was hilarious. Okay, so I'm just going to get a little bit on there of that. And we will add a green. And these are the Dylusions Shimmer Sprays. I bought every set they had. I had a coupon and there was a sale. And that was exciting. An exciting day. Put some blue in there. Okay. Then we will see about which journal cover would look best on there. Right now, though, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to soak that up with this because there is a little bit of over on the stencil. Get that fun envelope. There we go. So I am going to pick this up and lay it over here on a piece of paper upside down so that soaks that up. Now, what I'd like to do is I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to put another I'm going to put some acrylic paint on it and bring it up with one of these journal cover books. So let's see. I'm thinking this one would be the best size, get the most out of it. So we'll do this side. This has to be dry though. If it's soggy, all my lines and everything will be gone. Let's do that though. Maybe we can get some of the extra. See how much wetness there is there, but isn't that beautiful? And I still have some of the lines and things from before. You know what I used to do, ladies, is I used to use my heat gun on it. Just carefully, I thought, but I ruined one. So I would not recommend doing that. Oh, you can just see the beautiful shimmer on there. All righty. So I want to, I think, pull this up. I think I'm going to use this really light green. This is Palmetto. I just put a few dots. I don't need a ton because I'm only using this half of the board right now. Okay, let's try this. Let's see what we get for our first recycled cardboard jelly plate cover. It could end up being a junk journal. It could end up being an art journal. It could end up being a glue book. But we don't know. There it is. That's a fun start. There we go. There we go. So it's completely covered. And we will move on to the next one. Oh, that's fun. Isn't that fun? It's just a little bit of shimmer on there. We could figure out, maybe some of the shimmer came up when I was soaking up some of the ink. Okay, so now I've got to have it be a little bit more heavy duty for this brown. Otherwise, everything's just going to look really dull. So first off, what I think I'll do is I'll leave all that on there, but I will put some ivory. I keep saying ivory. It's antique white. It's what it says on the bottle. Which these won't fit this way. They'll fit this way. Lines out there the best I can. Move the paint around since I'm now realizing that I'm going to use the whole. There we go. So we're going to just do this flat and then we'll layer up from there best we can. But we need to cover that brown so that it doesn't look brown, right? And I could, and if I had had time, I should have probably gessoed them. Then I'd have a nice white background. But I was too busy cutting them up, coming up with other ideas. Maybe next time I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay, so that's a nice contact. Okay, so this is just covering it, remember, and then we're going to layer it from there. But we got some color in there, which is cool. All right, I'm going to use this on the edge so we can get that covered up. Okay, so now let's do some fun stuff. Let's use a stencil. And we'll get some more colors in there. I'm going to do kind of pastel-y, feminine colors for right now. It kind of will go with what's left of the original color scheme that we put on there. There we go. So there's some of that. Set that there. Then I'm going to grab some of my texturing things that I have, like just a bag, right? And you wad it up, and then we'll get some more texture in there where we exactly want it. I like to have things on the, I like to have like a vignette, you know, an outline. Each corner have some interest on it, at least a little bit. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to stop with the pink, and we're going to go to a teal color, which you know what? Instead, I'm going to try getting this green in here. Hi, Mitzi. Oh, I missed you. How you doing? It's nice to see you. Let's get this green in here and see what we can do with it, because it's fun. Look at that green. So we're just going to layer this one right in there. There we go. Got some of that in there. We can always put in more if we feel like we like it and we don't see enough of it. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do next is a lavender. I'm almost out of this color, so I can finish this one off. Maybe that'll always be good to finish a bottle off, and then I get to shop without feeling guilty. Lots of texture, ladies. Going for lots of texture in this one. Okay, so I'm going to pick a contrasting color to pull it up onto here with, right? And I think I'm going to go a little bit deeper just so that we get some real color in there. So I'm going to use this teal color. And I know I am going crazy, but you want to know why? I do use these roll-offs if they become interesting to me. If they do not, then I do get rid of them. But there's a lot of them, especially with metallics, that I will save because you can layer them on just anything, ATCs, journaling cards, anything. Okay, ladies, so look at what we have here. We have a little bit of everything but the kitchen sink. Now we're going to lay this back down because we got kind of a base on it, and we should be able, you never know, you know, these things are a mystery, I tell you, of why I think something will work and then it doesn't, and then why things that I didn't think would work do. It is a mystery. So I'm going to grab a couple of those. I have this narrow one that I can put on here and at least pick up some of that. And this would be made into a tag in there. Then I also have larger ones. This is all recycling. This is just cereal boxes, cracker boxes, medicine boxes, whatever is around that didn't run off when I came at it with the scissors. Thank you, Mitzi. I appreciate that. Okay, so let's pull this up and see what we ended up with. Oh my goodness. Oy, look at there. Now again, I'm making these to be either glue books, art journals, could be junk journals. This one would make a lovely, oh, what am I thinking? Mermaid. That would be a fun mermaid, and you can still see some of the shine in there from the other projects that we did on the board. So there's another one. Or not another one. Yeah, there is another one. So I did this one, right? And then this one, we'll set them aside to dry. And we'll get going. Now I need to figure out something that's complementary to this teal because it's in there. It's in there and that's all there is to it. And I'm not going to clean the board in between sessions. I just layer up. That's part of what I do. So I'm going to keep this one, Mitzi, set it aside. Excuse me, let it dry. This one would be one that I would keep because of the multicolors. Then this one I can start working on again. Okay, so we have that. Now, I have some really cool stencils up here that I can work with. I can lay this down. Let's see. I lay this down this way. And then we have blue in the background. Blue, 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 teal. Let's bring in copper, right? Why? Because we can. Mitzi, you're so fun. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to put some copper in here. We're going to put it in a little bit randomly feeling, not perfectly. Yeah, just not perfect. Okay, there we go. So we have that. I'm going to put this over on a piece of paper, actually the other side, and lay that down so that picks up some of that paint. Okay, so now we have this. This is fabulous. So teal and copper. Hi, Patricia. How are you? It's nice to see you. I am working with metallics right now, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to go next, because what happens here is that I have a dark teal, and then I have copper. So I think I might do a medium teal. And see, now this page I will definitely save because it has metallic on it. Oh, my fingers don't work anymore. Okay, there we go. So this one is similar, but not exact. Do you have a booger? Oh, I thought I was done dealing with boogers when the kids grew up, but no, it's going to go splat. You watch. No, this is a very thick paint that I probably need to really work on getting rid of. But it's really fun to put it on the jelly plate when it's like this, because it leaves a texture. So what we'll do is we'll come in, we'll lay this down, and we'll put this on here. So we have teal in the back, copper in the middle, and teal on the top. And I'm just trying to create texture. It's not necessarily like the layers are gonna be the focal point at this point yet, anyways. Okay. So the other thing you can do is once you've gotten the paint on there, you can come down and you can roll it, and then it will give you double. So that's another thing to do. So that's pretty cool. Now it's drying. There's still some wet, quite a bit of wet paint right there, but it's drying. And I'm going to bring in a golden yellow or ochre, you know, that color. And let's see. We have, this one's just yellow, but I'll tell you, it's a really dull, deep yellow. Even though it says the word yellow, it's not the kind of yellow that you would assume. So I'm going to turn this over, roll that off. Try to figure a way to get some of my yellow in there. I could use all sorts of different things. Yes, lightly, because remember my copper is still wet. So what would happen is that, let's do this. This is the netting that you would get potatoes or oranges in. So I'm just going to lay that down because today's kind of like what's around your house day, right? What's around your house? And I'm going to try to not get it too heavy, but just give a pop of something, right? Papa Smurf. There we go. So now that gave us a much more grungy graphic feel to our project. I'm trying to distract myself so I don't go to Hobby Lobby. Oh, I get that. I heard, and I haven't been in there since I heard it, but that they stopped doing their 40% off coupons. I mean, that's not a deal breaker for me, but it's kind of sad. I'm going to see about adding some of this green because it's fun. It is fun. This is a shimmer paint from Cosmic Shimmer. And I bought that one and several more. I just got to find them. I haven't organized my paints as of yet, but I'm just going to throw this in there as a background noise. Another layer. So we've got quite a few layers in there, ladies. There's even a little bit of white. I don't know where I got it from, but it'll work. There's white on my, as long as I get it a little bit balanced, and actually it could be a happy accident. Happy accident. Okay, so now this just needs to dry, and then we're going to pull it up with, I actually think I might use a larger piece because this is something that I could scan in and have, but I just got to figure out where I put the big paper. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to pull this off with clear, which what I use for that is the gloss medium, Liquitex gloss medium. There is gloss mediums in other brands. All the products that I use, that if they're Liquitex, they have them in lesser expensive brands. I've used a lot of different ones, and if I'm using Liquitex, that's because that's what works best for me. If I'm using a cheaper brand, then it works fine. I'm not a snob about brands. I'm just trying to make sure that if I'm going to put all the effort into it, oh, let's see if this will come out as fun, because this also, something like this could be glued onto one of these. It doesn't, the paint doesn't have to directly go on it, but this one, this is going to be a fun image to see in a larger print on the white. The paper will, there will be, you'll see the white peeping out from all that mess. But how fun of a grungy background mess is that to layer up on? And look at all the shimmers and all the textures. That would make a really fun ATC card. That is so, just the layers. You see what I'm saying? It's all about making it look as deep as you can, as interesting as you can. So that's just kind of like graffiti almost. It's just so, but I'm going to now put this color on here, and then we'll pull it up with one of the brown ones. And if I don't like the way it looks, which I probably won't, I will continue to layer up and we'll go from there. But I'd like to get all of these cracker boxes done so that I can make them into either glue books or art journals. And then sometimes when people send me ATCs, I send out gifts of things I make, and these would be some of them. Oh, that's going to be cool. Okay. Okay, here we go. Bubble wrap. I agree. I have some beside me. I just haven't reached over for it yet. Ooh, now see, that's a nice base. So we will go up from there, but we now have a light base color on that brown and then some texture. So I'll look over here for bubble wrap. I have a couple different styles, but this one's kind of fun. This one I've been using for a long time, as you can see. This one almost as long. And what we can do is find a color we like. Let's get a little darker. Let's get deeper. Let's get a little, oh, and this is going to be one of those really thick ones. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it to cover it, but it will get on there anyway. And that's all I can hope for. Move it around a bit. Smear it, see what I can create. There we go. Those lines. Now we'll come in with the large bubble wrap, which sometimes leaves paint on your project. See that? Ooh, which kind of makes it a 3D effect. But this one is so cool. This one's big. I got another one upstairs that's different, that's new, that I'm really excited about. But see there, that is fun. And then the other thing that I like to use, which is my favorite go-to thing, is this candy insert. And this one makes diamond shapes, and then those diamond shapes kind of add up to circles. Really pretty cool. Alrighty, so I'm going to put, I don't think I'm that much for white, so I'm just going to use the antique white. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And I'm going to put this over the top of everything lightly, like you were asking, light touch with this. I don't want to move the paint around underneath it. I just need it to have a solid background. So when I do this, and we may not see any of that previous design underneath there, and that's okay, because I was just cleaning off the board. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, that is going to be so cool, I want to keep that. That will be my thing, you know. But let's go ahead. I need to move my center down a bit so that I can get some of these done, because these make really awesome tags in Happy Mail and stuff. Okay. This did not pull it all up, which is fine. We'll have a ghost print. But check that out. Boy, I need to use that for my wow, I need to use that for my Joya Blue collab this next month. Oh, I'm going to save that just like that, and then I can layer up and do other things with it. Let's see what these look like. That's fun. That's it. Yeah, fun-ish. Okay, so let's see if, you know what I have here, ladies, I'm really excited about, is I have these sticker printout. Okay, so True Block, Avery, they're 4x5 stickers anyways. And I was thinking I could use them on my packages when I send out Happy Mail, so I was going to jelly plate them. If it doesn't run for me, ladies, I jelly plate it. Alrighty? I'm just going to be honest with you. If it doesn't run, it gets jelly plated. You will find in my episodes, I will try to find anything I can to throw on here. Oop, there we go. Oh my goodness. How fun is that? Now I have a 4x4 label sticker ready to stick on something, and I could still print on it, right? So I could throw this in the printer and print a logo or an address, anything I want to do. Okay, that's cool. We got that blue up there. It's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit. We'll get away from the blue. We'll go another direction. let's just throw anything we can find on there and pull up those edges. Actually, I'll just do this and we'll pull up the whole thing and see what we get. I've gotten a lot of great backgrounds that way sometimes because of the vignetted edges like that. And then so that's all variegated. It's really pretty. Really pretty. Get the lines up the best I can. Let's see. Now, of course, I've got to figure out a piece of paper to put it on. And I think what I'm going to do is put it on this packing paper like this. And I'll just tear around or cut around. So this is the stuff you get in your mail. This is the kind of stuff that if you alter it, whether you dye it, spray it with alcohol inks or food coloring, whatever you want to do, you can scrunch up and put on your journal covers or in your art, 3D art maybe. And so today's catchphrase is recycle, reuse. All right. Okay, so there we go. I had a huge piece and I didn't want to try to tear it up because, like I said, ladies, I was busy. I had things to do and now we just fixed that situation. It's pretty simple. Let's see, though, what we get because we may not love it, but we might. We never know. Oh my gosh, I do love it. Isn't that fun? I might scan that in for a page. Just a nice blue textured variegated page. See how that works out? Oh, I love this. Okay, now I've got an idea. Now I've got another idea. Do I want to go darker or lighter? Let's go lighter because what can happen is then we can layer. So we're going to put this paint on here. We don't want it as thick. I don't want it as thick as I usually do. I've got to try to control myself and not get it so thick. But I'm going to do this. And I'm going to put some more stickers on there and then maybe envelopes. So let's do a sticker this way, right? And then we'll come over here and we'll grab a couple envelopes. How exciting. Envelopes are so fun to decorate up and then layer up on. I'm going to do this even though it's not going to catch that side. It's okay. Sometimes I'll put like washi tape on it. All right. Make it work moments, ladies. Tons of them coming up in your future. And you got this. That's what I always say. This is so fun. And this is what I mean. You've seen that there was just a mess left on there, right? Nothing that had any kind of focal point or anything, but look at the background that it created. And remember what I said about I could actually put these through the printer. You see that? Isn't that fun? I could cut this down and then use it as put it on something as an ATC. And yeah, look at that. Okay, so there's another one of those. Now we've got our envelopes, and I might be able. Oh, I love this. Look at that. I might be able to get my edge covered up here. Maybe right here. Like I said, if not, I can figure out washi tape. But look at that. Nothing fancy. It's just what was left over from doing other ideas that I thought were fabulous. In comparison, you know, it's like, oh, this is my plan. I got this. This is so cool. But yet some of the things that are done afterward, the ghost prints, are actually the showstopper sometimes. Could be all the time, really. Okay, this one's not going to get completely covered, but I could spray it. I could do all kinds of things. But this is what I like to create. That right there. And it's a really pretty pastel-y feel to it. So I'm going to put all of this on here. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I still got some envelopes and things. I need to change colors is what I need to do. So we're gonna transfer from the blue in the back with this ivory on the top to a green maybe. Just throw any green we can find. Just reaching for a green because I don't want to think about it. I just want to have fun today. Just a casual So I'm gonna bust this up a bit because that's what I do. So we have the layer that was already there. Then we have the white layer. That's 2, probably 7 when you put them all together, but we're gonna call it 2 right now. Now we're gonna add this green layer, right? And we can do that again through the stencil, which is always fun if I can get the other one off of it. And you know what? If that paper sticks to it, I'm gonna leave it there to cause more noise and distressed. Okay, so this green is like, wow, but it's going to be in the background. It'll be fine. Okay, move over, bacon. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we have that. I'm going to get rid of all of these right now because I need to have less texture there. Now we've got some green. We've got some blue back there. Let's go for, we don't want to cause anything to turn brown, but I have made some beautiful browns in my day. I have. I'm going to put this, and it's almost gone too. I need to collect the ones that are almost gone and do a session where I just finish off bottles. And then I can go shopping and we can have a haul video. This one has boogers. I'm going to call that texture. So I'm going to go over this whole thing, and I don't know what's going to happen with this. This is probably not going to be as appealing as some of the others I've done, but if I don't push myself out of my box, I will never know what could have been. What could have been. There's the bubbles, the smaller ones. All right, push those down. Push those down. Okay. Push it down harder there. Okay, so let's do these. Let's do a cover because this is kind of dark, and I think that it could do a cover. So let's see, the green, the red, the teal in the background. I'm wondering if a nice dark blue. I'm just trying to cause a lot of noise, something I can see texture and depth, right? So this is Ultra Blue Deep. This will be fun. I'm going crazy, ladies. It's like selling air conditioners for $5. I'm not crazy. Ooh, look at the pretty. You see that? It had some of the green left on it. I'll save that. Okay, so let's do this. I know this probably is not going to be a good thing. Probably not going to be a good thing at all. But frankly, my dear, it'll be fine. I'm having one of those days where I'm going to be bold. Okay, so now, and I've done some things like this before, and they usually turn out okay. It's not what I would, want to do all the time, but it is what it is. This is a cardboard box, which I have cut some of the top off so that the lines are there. And there we go. Wow, that is amazing. There's a lot of depth there. And I'm going to pull this up with white, but I've got to clean up my mess over here. Oh, goodness. Okay, let's do that. That is a little much. Okay, there we go. That blue is very pigmented. Look at that. Okay, so let's get the close to enough to white that I have here. I need to buy a big bottle of white. The thing is, I usually count on the paper to be my white. That's why I don't work with white a ton, because the paper is usually white. That brings in my white. Okay, so there we go. There we go. Now remember, this has got a lot of stuff back there. We have no idea what all we're going to see once this all comes up. It might just be a blurry mess, but I am going to put a little more texture in there so that we have it. I'm going to lay this down here so that we have more room for activities up there. Okay, so I'm going to leave that sit. And I'm going to try to find that. And I might do an envelope there. A little bit big. Do I have a smaller? There we go. There's the little ones. This is going to be pretty. I don't know what it is about me and envelopes, but I am extremely addicted to jelly plating envelopes. Really, really, really addicted. Okay. I'm making a big old mess and knocking everything over. I think this has had enough time to make contact. Let's see what kind of messy color vomit we have here. Okay, just like I said, just a messy color vomit, but a background for something. You can see a little bit of the green in there. You can definitely see the red. The blue is the primary here. And so I'll set that aside. And here is the tag. That's kind of fun. I like that. And then here is our envelope. Ooh, I really like that. Let's see if I can get a little bit more covering that white. That's fun. See the depth in there? All righty. So I'm going to clean off the board that I have here, and then I am going to head out. We have a sunny day here in Oregon, and I am going to go out and start cleaning off the deck to get ready for putting up my bird feeders, which, yeah, I already should have done that, but I am a busy girl. So what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Remember, if you send me an ATC, I will send you something that I've made on the jelly plate. I'm collecting ATCs. I have a new book for it and everything. I'm so excited. So excited to get a good collection and pet them the way Annie does. Okay, so there is blues. I think I'm going to pull this up with green, but I'm going to make a mess, throw things around, and then I think I'm going to add a little bit of teal, and then we'll add, I don't know if I even want to add teal or add green. I might just go for the teal. Oh, I'm so glad, Mitzi. We're going to just clean this up, and then we will head out. This is the Jamaican Sea. This one I've used a lot. It goes really well as an in-between layer for so many different things that I'm doing. I don't usually make it like the focal point, but it's a transition color, a really cool one too, because it's almost like a blue-white, but with the teal in there. So I'm getting those on there, but they're very variegated in how the strength of them, right? Some are more thick paint, and some are light, like ghosty. And now I think I'm going to, because remember, there's still green in there, and there's probably still some red in there. But I have this paper here, that will cover half, or almost half of it. So I'll do that. So this half I'll do. And I'm going to, I think I'm just going to do clear and just let us see what it looks like that, you know, a little bit light and airy, easy breezy cover girl. All right. Well, I hope everyone had fun, and I hope you'll come back next Wednesday. And honestly, there are a lot of ladies out there right now that have been getting jelly plate prints for in Happy Mail and swap and glues and things. So watch for my name out on some of your favorite YouTube channels, and you'll get to see some other prints that I've done. And I've been having fun. Been having a blast. I definitely want to do that on. Let's see if I can. You know what? I'm just going to do it. I wanted to do masks today, but that didn't work out. Everything just takes so much time, ladies. It's just crazy. Look at that. See? Doing it with the clear gave us, you know, a clear background, a transparent background. Isn't that fun? Okay, so I'm going to pull this one off, and then we will be done. And I just so appreciate everybody showing up. I really do. And everyone who watches this afterwards, big hugs, best wishes. Hope you're enjoying everything going on with everything opening up in the world. There we go. Now that one I probably would use as a master board. I don't know if I like it as a whole, but I like it cut down. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you. Bye-bye.